Hey guys, I want to talk to you a little bit more today about some cold approach stuff. I wanted to share with you one of the many, many reasons I just love cold approach. I really enjoy doing this stuff. It does a lot for me. And I'm always trying to give you guys reasons to get out there and do this stuff. And this is just one more thing that I was reflecting on today that I was like, well, yeah, why do I enjoy this so much? Like, what is it specifically about it that I love? One thing that I've identified, guys, with cold approach it's very unique, and I believe that it is different when you do things in this fashion, like the cold approach, like going up, talking to the woman in the average everyday, daylight hour sorts of setting, that even is different from when the circumstance where you meet somebody like through a friend, or you meet them online, or you meet them like in a lot of other ways that people meet folks in this world these days. But the thing I love about cold approach is like that very magical first moment when you first meet a woman under these pretenses. Like, to me, it is like the most pure moment, the most like one of the most magical instants you're ever going to have with this person for the whole time you know them. Okay, think about that for a second. This like first initial spark, the way the excitement is running wild potentially in both of your two minds and in your hearts, and you're just visually and just like what you're feeling and sensing, the excitement of like being charged up, like that electrical interaction, that chemical thing that's happening that very first time when you go in for a cold approach and you make something happen. And yes, of course, like hopefully it goes well for you, and that's like more of what I'm identifying here. Those times when you do hit the nail on the head, when it is just clicking and things are going well for you, it's the coolest feeling in the world, and it's one to be savored. And it's very ironic to me, guys, like I said a moment ago, this is the only instant, these only few minutes that you're ever going to have that are like this with this person. Think about if you were to go on and date them for months or years, or develop a relationship, or do all the sorts of things. Like, every single time that you meet them from this moment forward, you will slowly begin to get desensitized to their presence in a way. Like that same magical thing that you experienced in that very first moment will never again rear its head. And I'm not saying that like it's a bad thing. Like, hopefully if you're clicking with somebody and you develop a relationship, I mean, there's many other positives, and there's many other like nice things that will come along with that. And certainly there will be exciting times of, magnetic charge and energy and chemistry and all this kind of stuff. But it's different. It will continue to be different the longer you know them. And you're only a true stranger to them once in your life, in this very focal, immediate first moment when you walk up, you do the cold approach, you break the ice, and you make something happen. You make magic happen. It's the most exciting thing in the world. I wish that you could have that sort of feeling and that sort of interaction with a woman again and again and again. And sadly, you can't. Okay, it will never be the same. Yes, there's awesome things that will come down the road, but just think about the cool factor, the excitement factor, the enjoyment factor, like the just the rise, the rush that you get out of doing something like this. It's the coolest thing in the world. I don't know what it is. Like, I love that feeling so much. It's really, really a cool thing when you experience this, when it goes well. And I want you guys to understand that. I want you to think about that. And I want you to hopefully use this as a carrot that you can dangle out in front of yourself to try to get yourself to get out there and do this stuff. One more good reason, guys. I'm always trying to give you good reasons. I feel like I've got hundreds in my mind, and I'm going to keep throwing them your way as they come up. But this is just one more. It's that magic, pure moment that you only get to experience once. It only happens in the very beginning. And as time goes on, you will continue to get desensitized to this person's presence, and it's never, ever, ever, ever going to be the same again as that first moment. Okay, it's magic as far as I'm concerned, and it's a cool feeling. Okay, I want every single one of you guys out there to know what that feels like. Okay. All right, guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We'll talk to you all soon.